Welcome back to the channel. Let's explore together. Today we're checking out Starset Ricochet. Now I've reacted to Starset quite a bit in the past, never voluntarily, and this is no exception to that. This was a sponsored reaction. Links in the description for how you can do that. And so far my relationship with Starset has been not great. I find them to be not that interesting of a band. However, this was sent to me by someone who said, this is it. This is the zenith of Starset. This is their best song. Even you might like this song. And my response to that is, we'll see. If a Dollar General version of Linkin Park mixed with pretentious overtones of Space Odyssey will finally make a song that is sonically pleasing to me beyond annoying background music. So you've been warned, Starset fans, but we'll see. I'm always more happy to enjoy something than not. So, here we go. Ricochet. If you want to see an uncensored version of this video, you should watch the original, which you probably should have done before watching this anyway. Starset presents. These guys just need to make music for Hollywood productions. It's clearly what they're more into than songs for the sake of songs. There's nothing wrong with that, but just do that. Partner with Transformers and make all their soundtracks, or Transformers is kind of done, so I don't know. Partner with Marvel for their space movies.
And we were born over the world. We were flying through the satellites. We had a hold of the lightning strikes when we should have been afraid of heights. And I was trying just to get you, and now I'm trying to forget you. To the flames, you'd hang on every word I say, but now they only ricochet. We were falling away, you left me with a bittersweet taste, but when I send my heart your way, it bounces off the walls you made.
Yeah, I'm watching this music video. They always like to have so much lore. That's a wild tombstone, first of all. That's the most stereotypical tombstone I've ever seen. So he's extracting or inserting DNA into this lady that apparently was sick and dying because of the blotches on herself. Her face was looking great for a dying person. Makeup on point and everything. But he's got a sinister look after he's apparently buried her, so we'll see where the video's going. So far as the song, it's a Starset song. Nothing's too interesting to talk about, and we'll see if it goes anywhere. One of the biggest issues with Starset songs is they have sometimes interesting verses or premises to them, and then they just don't go anywhere. So we'll see.
Ricochet. If I was whole, I'd turn right now, I'd forget it and just walk away. Cause I've been told that I'm dragging it out, that I've been dying just to see your face. And all I wanted was to say goodbye, and to the fortress that you stuck behind. And in the silence now I'm realized that after all, I built the wall.
Alright, so apparently he's ordering clone ladies online to try to bring back his dead lover, but they're showing up and they're just hoeing like sex bots or something. The lore is odd for Starset, not gonna lie. It's always that stuff that, like, edgy teenagers would think is super deep and insightful. So I feel like the band's mindset is either trying to appeal to that or they just never grew out of it. Because I know a lot of adults that never grew out of their edgy teen phase. And there's nothing wrong with the edgy teen phase. You know, I went through it. I would have thought this was super deep and cool when I was younger. And if you don't grow out of it, you know, that's fine too. But I have grown out of it, so it's not of interest to me. It doesn't mean it's bad if it's of interest to you. It just means we do not share that interest of this seeming deep or insightful, because I do not see it as that at this point in my life. Visually, the song is just boring, so I'm just talking about the video. I think they haven't worked out all the kinks in these clone ladies.
All these broken souls, they never make me whole.
Let me just say that the idea of like hologram tech is very impractical. It's what sci-fi movies like to show, but we'll have to find a different version of that to make it work. VR seems to be kind of the bridging that gap, but it's to make things truly tactile. It would be the goal. And so there's always like the way it's always set up is like you have it on your hand and you do that wouldn't work. It would have to be a fully immersible world, which you could do with holograms probably, but you'd have to set up so many sensors or come up with a very interesting technology for tracking. And VR and like VR gloves seems to be the direction we're going to circumvent that. Tactile is always going to be important. Having tactile feedback as well. If it's all just holograms and there's no tactile feedback, it's hard to control. So you'd have to have some way to have like vibration or some sort of feedback, because humans need to touch things to interact with them efficiently and quickly. So, random rant about sci-fi tropes that don't make logical sense. If you had some sort of glove on, this whole visual would be a lot better, because that glove could give him tactile response and it would make what he's doing actually feasible. But if you're doing something and you can't actually touch it, it would be so slow, so inefficient, and so clumsy if it was just interact with the hologram. We've had that. Like there's a little keyboard you can get for your smartphones and type with this projected keyboard, and it's just, it doesn't work. Humans don't do well without tactile feedback of some sort.
They don't know my heart. They don't know my heart. All these broken souls, yeah, it's what more beautiful. They don't know my heart.
So it seems like this song's kind of building to something, but we're what, 3 minutes and 45 seconds into a 5.5 minute song that doesn't deserve to be that long. Like it, you have to do a lot to justify pushing a song over 3.5 minutes. For something with like certain communities, especially like metal, just think that you could just jam out and have guitar solos. Fine, but there's a reason that sticks to a niche rather than becoming more universally accepted. If you like the niche, fine, but these songs shouldn't be this long. You're not doing enough to make it this long. I always go back to Bohemian Rhapsody, one of the greatest songs of all time, well over 5 minutes. Think about how many tonal shifts that song has to justify its runtime. It's not just staying as a build or having a bunch of solos or long verses. It's giving a reason to be so long. Another example for the metal community, A Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold has so many dynamic tonal shifts that it makes sense that it's so long. This song is just building. It's not tonal shifts so far. It's just been building for about 4 minutes. A build isn't enough reason for me to think that a song should be this long. So I already feel like the song's too long. I've been bored from it from the start, and now we're basically singing the same general messaging, the whole, you know, you're listening, the Ricochet, whatever, and it's just getting more passionate about it. But I haven't heard too many new elements introduced. We're just getting more passionate about the same elements we introduced earlier. And that could work in a 3.5 minute song total. I'm not sure what we're going to fill out this last, you know, couple minutes with. Maybe it's just video and the song will end. I don't know. I at least appreciate that they've made this chorus a little harder than the prior ones, because I've given Starset crap for that before, because they literally just redo the same chorus again. At least we had a little bit of a... Sorry, I've been streaming a lot. I can't do my growly voice right now, but you know what I mean. They put a little growl into it, which is appreciated, but does not save this from being a boring song. I would not say this is the best Starset song. I've heard better Starset songs. Honestly... this might be one of my less favorite Starset songs. This might be lower on the tier list. If I did a Starset song that I've been exposed to tier list, this might be near the bottom, because it's far more boring than the other ones. The other ones, like, what I get more frustrated about is they seem to have promise that they're taking me somewhere and they don't. So I really enjoy what's kind of happening, but then we never get to the climax, and that just bothers me. But I enjoy-ish the rest of the song. It just becomes forgettable because we never go anywhere with it. This song, it never even got me interested in going anywhere. So if it gets somewhere, it won't matter because I was bored in the entire ride. You know, other Starset songs, it's like they say, hey, get in the car. We're going to Disneyland. And I'm hyped. I can't wait to get to Disneyland. The drive isn't terrible. You know, I got a Game Boy with me. And there's no traffic and it's fine, and then we turn around and go home. And I don't want to do that again. We never even got to go to Disneyland. This song, it's like someone told me, get in the car, and I said, where are we going? They go, I don't know, we're just going out for a drive. And the drive's not offensively bad, but I don't want to be in the car going nowhere. And I don't think there's enough time for us to randomly show up at Disneyland. And if we do, it'll be we step into Disneyland and then go home. We don't get to ride any rides because there's not enough time left for this to be a true Disneyland experience. Are you understanding the analogy here? The symbolism making sense? Leave a comment about your favorite Disneyland or otherwise theme park experience if you've been watching me ramble this long and made it to this part of the video 13 minutes later. That's how I'll know. Okay. They sound like they're building to some big screamy finale that they haven't earned. We'll see if they do it. They usually pussy out. But since this was sent to me specifically saying that I would like it, I'm guessing they won't pussy out. But if they go for a big screamy finale, they didn't earn it in this song. And they should have put this in the songs that earned it and didn't get it. So this is what I was saying might happen, where we all of a sudden, hey, we're at Disneyland, and then I go, oh, cool, we're at Disneyland. Yeah, but we don't really get to go in. You're just gonna walk up to the ticket counter, maybe walk in, and then walk out. You're not riding any rides because it's too little, too late. And the mysterious car ride never seemed like it was headed to Disneyland. So why the hell did we even go there to begin with? Six Flags or Cedar Point would probably be a better analogy here because they're roller coaster parks, but you get it. Oh no, they did pussy out anyway. Never mind. I thought they wouldn't pussy out since someone said that I would like this. But no, they in traditional Starset fashion, they did a giant musical crescendo leading to absolutely nothing, which is the best way to describe this band. Absolutely nothing. A bunch of fluff and filler. Like, lyrically, it's fluff and filler with content that thinks it's more insightful than it is. And again, if someone's in that weird mindset or teen angst, that's fine. It's not for me. Enjoy it yourself. Oh, he was the clone all along. Well, in the world of Starset songs, that was amongst the worst. So the attempt at showing me the best Starset song has gone a lot worse than I expected, to be honest. I thought maybe I'd like it, because there have been a couple Starset songs that I liked, but this did the opposite of what I would want, and I firmly disliked this song. If you liked it, that's fine. We do not share that opinion. I'll see you next time.